Today, we learn more witnesses under oath straight out to Mark Williams, anchor and reporter standing by there at the jailhouse. What's happened, Mark?
Well, a couple of depositions went down today at the Orange County Courthouse. First up, Lieutenant Tammy Unger. She's a corrections official, a corrections guard, who allegedly saw Casey Anthony hyperventilate when she found out on television that the remains of an individual had been found off of Suburban Drive. And also, those remains turned out to be Kaylee Anthony. Also, Jose Baez, the defense attorney for Casey Anthony, wanted to question Tammy Unger about the release of medical records. He believes that she released some medical records pertaining to Casey Anthony. That is not the case. They do not have information or access to those medical records. Also, a corrections officer by the name of Marlene Baker allegedly got a note from Casey Anthony, a handwritten note. That note was written at the behest of George Anthony, her father, to be sent on to then Sheriff Kevin Berry, asking for a meeting, a private meeting between Anthony family members and Casey Anthony. As you heard Kevin Berry say, that didn't happen, that wasn't going to happen. Also, third up today, Private Eye Jim Hoover, who testified and who talked about how the family came back from California from that press junket, and only hours after little Kaylee's remains were discovered, they went to the Ritz-Carlton and dined on sliced steak, crab puffs, and fried tomatoes. So there you go, Nancy. That's the biggest from Orlando.
Let's take a listen to what this Private Eye Jim Hoover had to say.
Y'all had dinner down there at the Ritz that night.
Sure.
Caitlin ordered some appetizers. Mm-hmm. And who all was at the dinner that night?
See, Caitlin sat across from me. Mallory sat next to her.
Who's Mallory?
Mallory's Lee Anthony's girlfriend, I guess. And then Lee. Then there was an empty chair. And then again, I was sitting, excuse me, back to the wall. Cindy was sitting next to me. Then George and Dominic at the other end.
Okay. And then Caitlin, I understand, ordered some appetizers for the table.
Yes, sir.
And did Baez ever show up?
Yes, sir.
When did he show up?
Probably about halfway through the meal.
Did he order some food too?
I think something had already been ordered for him.
All right. The luxury Ritz-Carlton feasting on crab cake, sliced steak, fried tomatoes, appetizers. This is just hours after the family is reportedly told, there you're seeing the inside of the luxury Ritz-Carlton, they're told that Kaylee's remains, their granddaughter's skeleton, has been found. Now, don't get me wrong, Eleanor Dixon, Peter Odom, Randy Zellen, I don't care what they eat. But does this suggest to you, seeing that they're able to go out, reportedly paid for by ABC Network, for fine dining, that they already knew the outcome of the search, Eleanor Dixon, and where the body would be found? If my child's remains had been found a couple of hours ago, I would be there at the scene. They were at the Ritz-Carlton living it up, Eleanor Dixon.
You're exactly right, Nancy. It does indicate that they knew something, especially this zone where Casey had gone in her younger years to bury her beloved pets. I would say that she treated the pets better than she treated her own child. And I don't know about the Ritz, Nancy. I know on a government salary, I'm not there eating crab puffs.
To Peter Odom, Randy Zellen, to me, this is circumstantial evidence, Peter Odom, that the grandparents already knew. I mean, to find out that their grandchild's body was just found and they're out living it up on crab puffs at the Ritz-Carlton, something's not right with that picture.
They were staying at the Ritz. And you know,
So?
Nancy, there's no script for grieving.
Oh, okay. You got anything better than that, Randy Zellen?
Nancy, I have to agree with you. It may not be circumstantial evidence, but boy, oh boy, jurors are going to say, how would I react?